The lost land of Galliana, a world born of chaos, an unholy offspring conceived during the death of a universe. Within this realm, where the sands of time drift aimlessly, a mysterious artifact known as the Chronoscepter was unearthed by the enigmatic Lazarus Concordance, a gathering of sapient beings united in their quest to tame the tumultuous currents of the lost land. Recognizing the perilous potential of the scepter's power, the Concordance chose to sunder it, scattering its fragments across the vast expanse of this chaotic realm to safeguard against its misuse. In the millennia that followed, the Campaigner, an evil, tyrannical warlord, sought to harness the might of the Chronoscepter to reshape reality in his image. Driven by dark ambition, the Campaigner marshaled his forces in a relentless quest to reclaim the scattered shards of the all-powerful Chronoscepter. Amidst the swirling currents of fate, the destiny of countless worlds hung in precarious balance. Only a mighty warrior could stop this relentless engine of destruction, the legendary Turok, the Son of Stone. This legendary guardian has protected all that is noble and just since time immemorial. This is the tale of Tal'Set, the Fury of Hope, one of, if not the greatest Turok that has ever lived. In the heart of the uncharted expanse known as the Lost Land, an elusive structure is hidden away, its existence a well-guarded secret known only by a select few. Throughout this untamed terrain, there are treacherous cliffs, ominous caves, and formidable wildlife, making the journey to this locale a formidable challenge. This area is home to the remnants of an enigmatic structure, its significance lost to time. These ruins serve as conduits that connect several key locales of the Lost Land, locales connected with the location of a mysterious artifact from a bygone era, the Chronoscepter, an artifact of immeasurable power. The path leading to these ancient ruins once teemed with soldiers, commanded by the relentless Campaigner, driven by an unyielding quest to unearth this fabled artifact. The air crackled with tension, and the very earth trembled under the weight of history and destiny. In the shadow of these ruins, the very boundaries of time and legend blurred. Good and evil stood poised to collide in a battle that would have determined the course of history. Within the expansive Lost Land, a vast multitude of diverse environments can be found, this lush jungle being one such environment. The jungles in this enigmatic realm are extremely deadly, concealing threats around every corner. Vines hang like serpents waiting to strike, and the calls of unseen creatures resonate with haunting beauty. Amidst this wild expanse, scattered fragments of ancient temple ruins and mysterious structures can be found, potential remnants of a bygone civilization, or perhaps artifacts deposited here by a far-reaching temporal disturbance, which indiscriminately draws matter and life forms from the far reaches of the universe, imprisoning them in a realm of perpetual turmoil. These ruins whisper secrets of an age long past, and the very air crackles with the enigma of their origins. The Campaigner and his determined troops once persisted in their relentless quest, tirelessly seeking the elusive Chronoscepter, or any clue that might have led them to its hidden whereabouts, with the very ground quivering with their relentless determination. In this untamed wilderness, the past and future were once entangled in a battle that transcended time and space. In the remote valleys of the Lost Land, a vestige of an ancient civilization lies in reach, an ancient city concealed in time's embrace. The very air seems to thicken with the weight of millennia, and the whispers of forgotten tales echo through the valleys. Within this aged urban expanse, grand structures and towering obelisks stand as silent witnesses to bygone glory, and its formidable citizens remain resolute in safeguarding their ancestral domain. It's a city frozen in time, where the stone walls still bear the scars of ancient battles, and the spirits of former long-lost inhabitants seem to linger in the shadows. these valiant warriors once joined forces with the campaigner in his relentless pursuit to uncovering the secrets of the Chronoscepter's whereabouts. At the forefront of this endeavor stood the mighty Long Hunter, a mighty soldier who led the troops tasked with investigating this specific location. Within the hallowed temples of this ancient city, the key or vital clues to the Chronoscepter's whereabouts were once concealed somewhere. Here, where time itself has come to rest, the destiny of the lost land and the cosmos as a whole would have been sealed forever. Deep within the enigmatic and misty peaks of the lost land lies a concealed structure of profound historical significance, the ruins of an ancient forgotten temple. Lush vegetation, babbling creeks, cascading waterfalls, and towering mountain precipices envelop this site from all angles, making the journey here almost impossible on foot. Despite this, the tenacious soldiers of the campaigner managed to reach this sacred temple, aided by enigmatic warriors who inhabit the ruins of a forgotten city and allied themselves with this evil, tyrannical warlord. Their relentless pursuit for the elusive Chronoscepter led them to this majestic temple's doorstep. Yet the precise location of this coveted artifact remained a mystery. But it may not have been for long, as these soldiers and warriors continued their search day and night, and would not have stopped until their search bore fruit by order of the campaigner and his tyrannical rule. In this misty citadel of history, the past and present danced in a perilous waltz, and the future remained uncertain, hanging in the balance as the relentless quest for power and control unfolded. Nested atop a mountain cliff in the depths of the lost land, a labyrinthine network of temple catacombs lies concealed, shrouded in mystery and danger. These subterranean chambers, adorned with intricate carvings and ancient relics, wind their way through the very bedrock of the land, revealing the secrets of a forgotten era. These catacombs are a haunting maze, where darkness reigns and eerie screams resonate through the damp, echoing chambers. Danger lurks at every corner, and natural and supernatural forces guard these hallowed passageways. These ancient catacombs proved themselves to be too much for the campaigner's mighty soldiers in his quest for the elusive Chronoscepter. As such, his troops sought the aid of ancient warriors, residents of a nearby ancient city, remnant of a long-forgotten civilization. These warriors were tasked with uncovering the fabled Chronoscepter, as they, just as their current descendants, were far more knowledgeable about these ruins than anyone else. A mighty guardian once stood dormant somewhere in the depths of these ancient hallways, a remnant of gods long forgotten. It once protected the secrets hidden deep inside this expansive network of darkness. Perched high amidst the dense canopy of one of the lost land's primeval jungles, the treetop village is a breathtaking spectacle where nature and human ingenuity intertwine, creating a remarkable dwelling within these ancient trees. Structures woven from sinewy branches and leaves serve as homes for the village's inhabitants, who move gracefully along intricate wooden bridges suspended in the green expanse, and the village echoes with the harmonious sounds of the jungle. This arboreal haven offers not only shelter, but also a vantage point over the untamed land below. Atop these prehistoric treetops, one can witness the ever-shifting tapestry of the jungle, its creatures, and the mysteries that lie hidden within its verdant depths. Campaigner soldiers once made this village their temporary home on their quest to find the enigmatic Chronoscepter, and the vantage point provided by the treetops gave them a much-needed advantage in locating this ancient artifact. Even today, just as in the past, one must be careful, for taking a wrong step high above the jungles of the lost land may prove fatal. Deep within the heart of the lost land lies a volcanic valley of ominous grandeur. This desolate landscape, sculpted by the fiery forces of nature, presents an awe-inspiring vista of seething molten rock and ashen cliffs. Pockets of lava paint the landscape, casting an eerie glow upon the sky. The acrid scent of sulfur hangs heavy in the air, a constant reminder of the valley's volatile nature. Amidst the infernal backdrop, ominous creatures roam the terrain, adapted to the harsh conditions of this primal furnace, and abandoned man-made structures rise from the harsh terrain. These structures once belonged to the campaigner and his ever-expanding domain. Demons and soldiers alike once cooperated together by order of the campaigner and his quest for the fabled chronoscepter, even in these dangerous and burning lands, and they would not have stopped until this enigmatic artifact was unearthed. The campaigner's fortress, a menacing citadel, once stood as a testament to his unrelenting ambition. This imposing stronghold now looms over the landscape like an ominous monolith, its remaining dark spires piercing the sky. Encircled by a labyrinth of forbidding trenches and fortified walls, the fortress was once a formidable bastion of power and control, casting an air of tyranny over the land. Within the fortress, its chambers were once filled with advanced technology, guarded by the campaigner's most loyal troops. The halls resonated with a sense of impending conflict, for it was here that the campaigner hatched his plans and schemes to wield the chronoscepter's power for his own benefit. Traitors and those who opposed the campaigner's rule were once thrown down a large, hidden chamber in the depths of the superstructure. They would serve as food for the most dangerous creature the campaigner had ever captured, a cybernetically augmented T-Rex by the name of Thunder. Atop the superstructure, the campaigner's throne once stood, which overlooked the rest of the fortress as a reminder of his might and tyranny. The Turok of this tale, Tal'Set, took the mantle of Son of Stone from his father, Tal'Rin, in the year 1861, and became known as the greatest champion that has ever lived. Tal'Set managed to stop the campaigner and his dark plans to destroy the fragile barrier that divides the lost land from the rest of the cosmos, and continued his duties as Turok until 1892. When Tal'Set handed the burden of Turok to his son Adam, he gave him the last name, Fireseed, a name that would later continue to be passed down to subsequent generations of the Turok lineage. Cementing his name as the Valiant One, Tal'Set would peacefully die in 1925, becoming part of the selected few who managed to pass down the mantle of Turok to their successor and live the rest of their life free from the dangers this mighty burden bears. He stood as a beacon of hope against an encroaching darkness that threatened to shatter the fragility of the cosmos, a true guardian revered by Turok warriors across time. The story in Turok Dinosaur Hunter is a complete reboot of the narrative from the Valiant comics series of the same name. In 1997, Acclaim Publishing began reorganizing and reimagining all the properties they owned or had acquired from Valiant Comics, Turok included. When Iguana Entertainment took on the Turok project, they exercised considerable creative freedom in adapting the comic series into a video game. Elements like the Lost Land, Bionosaurs, Long Hunter, and the Campaigner were carried over directly from the comics. Meanwhile, the Perlins were original creations designed by Valiant art director Don Perlin, and the Chronoscepter was conceived by Jeff Gomez of Acclaim Comics. Tal'Set is largely absent from most of the game's covers because his character model was animated before his final artwork was completed. As a result, Acclaim opted to feature Joshua on the game's cover instead, since his design was already finalized and being used to promote Acclaim's new line of Turok comics.
A bit of clarification, the one-shot comic Turok the Empty Souls was published in December 1996, a few months before the release of the first Turok game. That comic introduced the new world of Turok to the masses. The comics published under the Acclaim Comics brand would focus entirely on Joshua Fireseed as he balances his duties as Turok alongside his daily life. Tal'Set's design is based off the Valiant Comics character. Joshua's appearance on the cover of the game could be viewed as a claim attempting to advertise their new line of Turok comics. Fun fact, Tal'Set does make an appearance on the cover of the game in Japan.
To avoid sensitive issues when portraying the character of Turok, Acclaim Entertainment Comics editor-in-chief Fabian Nicieza and his team did intensive research into the Kiowa Apache. To respect the history and people of this Native American nation, the team chose to create a fictional tribe for Turok, giving them the freedom to portray these characters to their liking, while avoiding potential PR issues with the public. This was the behind-the-scenes, real-world story of Tal'Set, the character known as Turok, and how the franchise was reimagined and restructured under Acclaim and Iguana Entertainment. Following the campaigner's defeat, Tal'Set, the revered Turok, embarked on a new quest to rid the universe of the Chronoscepter, a weapon of unfathomable power. Understanding that the Chronoscepter's destruction was the only means to safeguard it from malevolent forces, Tal'Set journeyed to the Mountain of the Sun to complete his task of destroying the mighty scepter once and for all. This volcanic region is home to the Fireborn, descendants of dinosaurs that have evolved to thrive amidst the many lava fields scattered all across the Lost Land. As Tal'Set braved the perilous fields, Joshua Fireseed, known as the Coyote Knight, and Adon, the Speaker of Forever Light, scoured the vast landscape in search of him. Their mission, to prevent the disposal of the Chronoscepter, for its destruction could trigger a cataclysmic timequake, destabilizing the very fabric of the Lost Land. Despite their efforts, Tal'Set succeeded in disposing of the Chronoscepter, eluding Joshua and Adon's pursuit. The aftermath of the artifact's destruction appeared minimal, leaving them to believe they had averted disaster, for the time being. Unbeknownst to Joshua and Adon, the timequake awoke an alien creature from a bygone universe from its eon-long slumber. The awakening of this ancient being would potentially threaten the very existence of reality and lead to its ultimate destruction. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this video and would like to see more content like this, subscribe to the channel and set the bell for all notifications. Don't forget to leave a comment and a like. It all helps. See you on the next one.